Hey, what's up good people, welcome to episode 11 of PWND, and I'm gonna film this episode over a period of a few days, and the reason why I'm starting early is because I actually came home today and to my surprise I saw this big ass box waiting for me. Okay, it's huge. Let me just show it to you guys. Like, it's big and it's heavy and it's just about the size of my upper body. And you know how it is when you actually order stuff online or you buy stuff, you're kind of expecting things to arrive at your place, but this was totally unexpected. And for some strange reason, I don't know why, it was the first time, instead of opening up the box first, I open up the invoice, or that packing slip, and then I found this, and I shall try and reenact my initial reaction. Okay, so here goes. Blaster Blogger. Oh my god. So yeah, that was my initial reaction, and I actually received a package from Razer. And the PO number is Blaster Blogger. I found that pretty cool. See? Blaster Blogger. Can you guys see it? I don't know. I hope you can. Yeah. And I got a whole bunch of stuff in it, in this box. So well, guess what? I'm gonna open it up right now. Check it. Oh shoot! The hell! Oh my god! Okay, this is nuts. Okay, you guys know what this is, right? It's a Razer. Okay, I'm very excited because, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna just put this one side over here. This is the Atlas 250 from Razer. The Vapor Atlas 250. Check out what else I got inside this thing. Acid Yellow Gel Ammo. Another box of Acid Yellow Gel Ammo. So now I have 2,000 rounds here. I've got this double set ultimate 2-player battle kit. Another Atlas 250. I've got this, the Delta 500. Last of all, I have another one. Oh man. Okay, so I was sent this whole entire package by Razer. So big ups to Razer. Thank you for sending me all these Vapor products. This is crazy. So I have a pair of Atlas 250s. I have an Ultimate 2-player battle kit, which is called the Double Vision Battle 2-pack, and it comes with I guess, yeah, a pair of vision specs. I have 2,000 extra rounds of ammo, the acid yellow color. Okay, please don't fall, please don't drop. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside because I'm afraid it will drop. And I've also got myself a pair of Delta 500s. Now I've always wanted to order get myself a Delta 500, but I guess I was never able to order it because I didn't have a US address. So this is nuts. This is like a dream come true. This is crazy. So the next thing, of course, is definitely review time, man. I have to do an unboxing of one of each, and it's review time. Okay, so now that I'm over the initial excitement, not completely over yet, but I'm still pretty overwhelmed. I mean, wow. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys a quick overview and outlook of each of these blasters boxes. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Vapor Atlas 250. Right, so this is the pistol version, and the good thing about all these blasters, this Vapor series, is much like its other competitors that have improved so far. It features a trigger, so no pull and release mechanism. It has a trigger. Alright, so blast 50 rounds with no reload, so you can put 50 ammo inside this thing. And number one, you insert the Vapor Gel ammo. Number two, lock and load, so just pull the cocking handle back, release, and squeeze the trigger to fire. So 250 rounds, Vapor Gel ammo, load and go, shoots up to 60 feet. Watch it evaporate, so that's a very good point. Watch it evaporate, so no mess. Alright, oh wow, it says here, snap me, see me live. On your mobile browser, go to http://gettag.mobi, ages 14 and up. So it's not really for kids, but yeah, 14 and up. Let's see. Okay, you have the website over here, www.razer.com/vapor, so you guys go check out the website. Anyway, here's the back of the box of the Atlas 250. They give you 250 rounds of Vapor Gel ammo inside this. Loading compartment door, loading compartment, which is this area. This is where the ammo is being held. The slide, okay, they're going to call this a slide, so let's call it slide. Slide, trigger and handle. So you pull the slide back and yeah, well, pump, it says pump the slide. So load the chamber, ready to go ammo. Oh, ready to go ammo, that's cool. Blast 50 rounds with no reload. Okay, this is very interesting. I like ready to go ammo. Pump the slide, pull back, get ready to fire. Ultimate trigger action, shoots up to 60 feet. Okay, so this box includes one Vapor Atlas 250, 250 rounds, Vapor Gel ammo. Next box I'm going to check out is the Ultimate 2-Player Battle Kit, known as the Double Vision Battle 2-Pack. Okay, so you have a pair of Atlas 250 blasters included in this pack. Okay, extreme trigger action, shoots up to 60 feet. The same specs as a standard single Atlas 250. 2 sets of vision specs, black or red, choose your team. Oh, so that's the color variant. One will be a black pair of glasses and one will be a red pair of glasses. And they're both in probably my favorite color. Even the camera I'm filming with is red and black, just so you guys know. 300 rounds per player, so that's like 50 more than the single set. Alright, so as you can see over here, double vision, and yep. So they've already stated what's going to be inside this box. I'm showing you on the back. So it's just a double vision battle 2-pack, includes 2 vision specs, and includes 2 Atlas blasters, blast 50 rounds with no reload, 600 rounds Vapor Gel ammo, shoot it then watch it disappear, seeing double. Awesome battle action with 2 players, so this is good for a pair, and it's probably going to be very, very fun. Moving on, so I have a whole bag of already pre-grown, as you can see. They're all in a good size, and I have no idea what size this is. I think it's probably a, I don't know, 10 or 12 mm round. I think so. I think it's 12. Looks like it. But you have 1,000 inside here, which is crazy amount. 1,000 rounds, load and go, watch it evaporate. So Vapor Gel ammo in acid yellow color. So all of these are all in acid yellow color too. So keep your Vapor Gel ammo ready to go. When you're done using the Vapor product, return any unused Vapor Gel ammo in this container. You store it here in this container. Store in a cool area away from the sun or direct heat. If your ammo shrinks when stored, unlikely if kept sealed and out of heat. Place in water for 1 or 3 hours and it will regrow to original size. Do not freeze. Okay, so just in case they begin to dehydrate, just rehydrate them in water. The correct size is here. Oh, that's pretty sweet. They actually give you a life-size what do you call this? A life-size print, so that you can refer your ammo to, and you can compare and make sure that it's of the correct size. So yeah, I don't know, they cancelled something out over here, some ingredients. So these are the 1,000 rounds box. Delta 500 blasters. This is the one that initially caught my eye, and I was like, oh man, this is sweet. Apparently it's pump action, and it's red and black, you know. So it shoots up to 80 feet, so this one fires 20 feet further than the pistol. Alright, so the Delta 500, insert Vapor Gel ammo, lock and load. And 500 rounds Vapor Gel ammo, blast 100 rounds, so this one holds double the capacity, and then fires a bit harder, it's a bit bigger, and watch it evaporate. Right, so in this box includes one Vapor Delta 500, 500 rounds of Vapor Gel ammo. Right, so here we go. Loading compartments at the front, loading compartment doors at the front, I mean just at the top of the blaster. Slide is right underneath, like a pump action thing. Trigger and the handle. Blast 100 rounds with no reload, 500 rounds Vapor Gel ammo, additional ready to go ammo sold separately, but we have more than enough over here. Okay, so you load the chamber. Oh, this has a nifty little bottle that you can pour it out, much like how people would store their BBs for airsoft lovers. Load the chamber, ready to go ammo, pull the, pump the slide, pull back, get ready to fire. Ultimate trigger action, shoots up to 80 feet. Here's the website, vaporblaster.com or razer.com/vapor. So now I can't wait to get into the unboxing area for you guys, so check that out, coming right up. Moving on to the unboxing part of this video, I'll be unboxing the Double Vision Battle 2-pack instead of the single Vapor Atlas 250, because I want to keep those two in box in case, you know, just for storage purposes, number one, and to keep it in pristine condition, because by opening up this one I get to show you guys both the vision specs and of course the Atlas 250 itself. So just gonna flip it around this corner over here, grab my cutting blade, and I'll be removing the scotch tape on these two sides. Open up the flap over here. Okay, now it's time for the magic reveal. Here we go. Okay, that's nice. That's the ammo right there, the blasters itself, and little manual instructions. There's nothing else in the box. I'm going to put the box aside now. Okay, so let's move on to the manuals first. Atlas 250 Owner's Manual. That's what it says over here by Vapor. And vaporblaster.com, so don't forget that's the website. Vapor Atlas 250. Slide, handle, trigger, loading compartment cover. So first of all, they give you instructions on loading the Atlas. You basically open the compartment cover, put your ammo in and close it up. And then using the Atlas 250, you cock it. Okay, I'm reading it word for word. Cock it by pulling the slide back until it clicks, then push it forward until it clicks back in place. So back, click, forward, click. And it says here, tip nose up for easiest loading. Because all the ammo is stored in the front of the blaster, when you tip it back, I guess it gives it a better chance for the ammo to drop in and get chambered. Fire by pulling the trigger. For the next shot, cock it again and fire. Storing the Atlas 250 and gel ammo. So it says store unused ammo in a sealed container away from direct light and heat. Okay, and they tell you to always remove all the ammo before you actually store the blaster. And then oh, there's another marking here for you to measure your ammo against. So the actual size should be about this size. How to clear a jam. Let's see. The vapor should not jam with vapor gel ammo. Using other ammo or pellets may cause it to jam or otherwise not function properly. If your vapor should become jammed, open the loading compartment cover, turn the product upside down, shake and remove, slide back and forth to dislodge. Okay. So well, you just shake and then you start to operate the slide back and forth. So that's how you remove a jam. And put these instructions aside. In this box, in this packaging, you will find a pair of safety glasses, okay, and then a pair of blasters and a pair of boxes of ammo. So I'm just gonna quickly open up the ammo to see what it looks like on the inside. Just do it for one box, just to show you guys really quickly. Okay, so it comes in a. Oh, that's sweet. It comes all hydrated very nicely. As you can see, it's very soft and it's all mushy in the bottom over here. There's some moisture at the bottom, so that's pretty good. Keeps it all hydrated. And it comes in a Ziploc type of sealed bag, which is completely sealed up here, so you have to actually peel it open. So it says here 300 count. So vapor gel ammo. It's really interesting. I thought this is pretty good. Okay, and the cardboard is actually pretty sturdy. So you know that it won't be breaking on you anytime. This is the same, it feels like the same kind of cardboard that I guess scopes would come in. Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna check out the just get a cutter. Sorry, I'm gonna get my cutters. Okay, here we go, wire cutters. I'm gonna remove and show you guys the specs. Here we go. I'll take the black pair out. The red pair is sitting on the table. So it looks kind of small from here. I'm gonna have to open it up to tell you and show you guys exactly what size it is. Okay. The usual warning on plastic bags, and it looks like a pair of safety goggles. Yep, and oh, okay. Looks like it's adjustable. Let me see. Oh wow, it is. Okay, so it's adjustable, just so that you guys know. That's pretty good. So you just pull it or push it, and there are slots at the back of the. I don't know what these things are called. Someone please enlighten me. But anyway, they have slots over here so that you can actually hook onto your that string that prevents it from falling. I have no idea what it's called. I'm so sorry, I don't wear glasses, so I don't actually know the correct terms for these things. Alright, so I pulled it all the way out. I'm gonna try and pull it out. Oh, okay. It's a little bit tight for my face, but I am known to have a pretty wide face, so that's how I look like. I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror. So I look like an NBA player. I don't know. Sometimes it seems to me like NBA players would usually wear like some kind of a transparent goggle thingy. Okay, enough of me for that now. I'll just keep it on for the time being. Okay, and now it's moving on to the blaster itself. I'm gonna remove just one. Here we go. Now I have one out. Okay, everything's secured the usual way on the back of that packaging, and I have the Atlas 250. Let me show it to you guys up close. Okay, so this is pretty sweet. It feels very sturdy, I have to admit. The handle feels actually pretty solid, and I can't squeeze the trigger for obvious reasons. So this is the ammo compartment. Let me see if I can open it up. Oh, okay. Well, it's a bit stiff, but I managed to get it open. So, wow, okay. It's pretty stiff actually, and well, there's a little, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little slot that's supposed to be for the ammo to fall in. Right, so I'm gonna close this up and I will. The prime itself is not too stiff. It's comparable to a Maverick. Yeah, it's comparable to a Maverick, and it pulls back like that. And there's a trigger lock, so you have to push it forward till you hear the click, then you can squeeze the trigger. Okay, let's try out the. Let's check out the air seal on this thing. Pull it back till you hear the click, push it forward, plug it up. Now it seems like there's a leak somewhere. So I guess I'll be putting this blaster aside for now. It's pretty loud, as you guys can hear, so there's no air restrictors, and I'll be test firing this along with the Delta 500. Sorry for the interruption. I was putting this Atlas 250 aside when I looked underneath and I realized that it had something that resembled a Nerf tactical rail at the bottom. So see, it even has a spring and that little same clip piece, and so I decided to try it on camera. So I have with me an assault grip, I forgot what it's called, from the Retaliator or the Nerf N-Strike Elite line, and I'm going to try to attach this down and see whether it fits. Right, so, oh wow, it fits. As you can see, it's on pretty secure. Of course, if I were to twist it out, it would come out, but that's not too shabby. Look, so tactical. Oh, this is very interesting. It opens up a lot of possibilities for customization. Now I shall try out if SlyDev products actually fit onto this thing. Right, so I've got my SlyDev 3D printed Nerf Picatinny rail attachment or adapter, and I'm going to try and put it on this adapter right here. And time for the moment of truth. Oh wow, it fits. Not perfectly, but it fits anyway. Well, you can see that the SlyDev nub is narrower than the Vapor nub, the Vapor slot, because the Vapor slot is wider than Nerf tactical rail slot, so it shifts up and down. But try the last slot. Oh, the last slot holds it in very nicely. That's because this end over here is hitting the ridge on the end, and the nub over here on the top is yanked or sandwiched in between there. So let's try and attach this other half on, and we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, so it seems that I'm having a problem screwing these two together. As you can see, I think that the little slot that goes in between these rails are a bit too wide to fit onto these rails over here, so this makes the SlyDev attachments incompatible with the Atlas blasters, I mean the Vapor blasters. However, I do think that if you were to sand down the ridge on the bottom part of the SlyDev stuff, you shouldn't have a problem. I will try that another time. Well, about the rail, I am now speculating that the fact that they actually have rails and they even have this this clip thingy installed in place leads me to think that they actually have attachments that they are actually working on or for planned release in the future, and I'm really excited to see what they can come up with, because this pistol looks really sweet on its own. Honestly, right now it looks like Robocop's blaster or Robocop's gun, because it's long on the front, and well, this thing's really comfortable. It fits nicely on my hand, and I have pretty large hands for an Asian guy, but I'm pretty average, I guess, for Americans. So yeah, fits very nicely. Now to unbox the Vapor Delta 500 by Razer. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I dropped the instruction manual. Okay, nothing else in the box, so I'll put the box aside. We go pick up the manual. Whoa, this looks good. Wow, it's in a bright red. The same red, I would say, as the G.I. Joe Fury Fire. Is that bright red, and I'm really digging this red. It's not the Nerf Crimson Strike series red. This is a bright red, and I'm really digging it. Okay, the instructions manual for the Delta 500 owner's manual over here by Vapor. Alright, so there are different parts to this thing: loading compartment, cover, slide, trigger, handle, and backstock. So it's called backstock. The loading is the same. Open up the compartment, put your ammo in, close the compartment. Tip. Okay, this one is tip nose down for easier loading as compared to that. The Atlas 250 is to tip nose up for easy loading. For the Delta, it's tip nose down. Remember that when you're using it. Alright, cock it by pulling the slide back until it clicks and push it forward till it clicks back in place. About the same thing. Fire by pulling the trigger. For the next shot, cock the slide again and fire. Okay, oh, there's a note over here that says occasional misfiring or multi-firing is normal. Alright, it's a pretty good disclaimer. I mean, that's being realistic. So, it's all good. Storing the Delta is the same. Remove all the ammo and then store the gel ammo. How to clear a jam, it's the same thing. Open up the compartment cover, turn it upside down, and shake the blaster while pumping the pump. Okay, so I'm going to put this instruction manual aside, get my cutters, and over here you can see the ammo pack, and this one holds 500. I'm not going to open this one, I'm just going to leave it inside this packaging because I already have that 250 over there, and that should be enough for us as we perform the demonstration with that, or as I perform the demonstration for you guys to see. So now I'm going to remove the blaster from its packaging. Having some trouble over here. Okay, that should do it. And time to remove the back stock. Okay, so back stock first, it comes out. Ouch. Damn. Solid. Ow. Okay, so here we go, the blaster. It also feels very comfortable. It's very sturdy, as you can hear from the sound. It's not one of those hollow kind of a sounding blaster. It feels actually solid. You can actually hear the spring resound a little bit on the inside. I'm going to have to remove the plastic on this piece over here. Alright, so I've got the plastic out. Oh sweet, looks like it has a little hook over here, and this suggests to me that it's meant for carrying clip area. Yep, and yeah, the attachment rail is also present here. As you can see, this one is a bit more obvious because it's in black and it features an orange clip thingy. And okay, this pump stroke feels significantly more, I guess I feel more resistance than I would when I'm priming that blaster instead. So the 500 seems to have a beefier spring. Right, and it's a short draw, and this seems to be a little bit loose. And as you can tell by the sound so far, it doesn't give you a loud resounding smack sound as compared to the Atlas. So listen to the sound. You hear a loud smack with a little bit of a ringing sound caused by the spring, but this one, it sounds like there's an air restrictor. It goes like a whoomp sound instead of a smack. Right, so I'm just going to attach the stock right now. So stock slots into this slot right here. And let me see. Okay, it's spring loaded on the inside, very much like how a long shot clip holder works. So I suppose this is removable. Okay, so that's, wow, that's a pretty firm click into place. Let me see if I can take it out. Okay, it comes out fairly easily, but you still need to apply some strength in order to take it out. Right, and the nut or the slot is actually rounded out to fit the round clips. So yeah, okay, testing it against my own shoulder to see the comfort. It's pretty comfortable actually, just the right size for me. Yeah, And I like the fact that they have an iron sight over here, an iron sight aperture on the back and the front, and this thing feels really sturdy. So now I'm going to see. Okay, so the compartment cover on this blaster, on the 500, is a lot more loose and easier to operate as compared to this Atlas 250. The Atlas 250, well, the finish on the Atlas 250 is a bit more, I guess, matte. It doesn't look as glossy as this. So you guys can tell right off the bat that this is really glossy. I'm going to try and get some light onto the blaster over here for you guys to see. Okay, so I hope that you can see it as compared to this. Alright. Because of the finish of the plastic, it feels like as if both of these blasters are made of different plastics, but I do believe that they are the same, just that the finish is a bit different. It's the same paint color, but the red itself is of a different finish, so please take note of that. Right, so something interesting to point out to you guys. So I'm going to show this to you guys up close, and I'm already liking the way this blaster looks. This has to be one of the coolest blasters that I have in my entire arsenal right now, and I'm really liking it. It feels so comfortable. The grip is very comfortable for my hands. Good distance for the shoulder stop. I don't need it so far out. Good distance from my shoulder to the pumping handle. Yeah, this is sick. So I can't wait to test fire this one too. So that was the unboxing for both of these blasters. Once again, these are the Vapor Atlas 250 and the Vapor Delta 500, both from Razer. So you guys go check it out on their website, and stay tuned because I'm going to go and give you guys a firing demo. So catch you in the next part. Here we have a bag of the Vapor Gel ammo, a 300 count bag, which is 300 rounds basically. Some of the rounds have already been used up because I was running through some test fires with this thing, and I've already cut off the top of the package. And the good thing about this packet is that it's resealable, like a Ziploc, whatever you want to call it. Right, and this one actually comes with the dual pack of Atlas blasters, so that's why you have a 300 count in this one. So I like this particular effect. Like, it looks like as if it's just water, and then suddenly it becomes like balls. It feels like the Exploder's blue version, but I believe that these are actually slightly larger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load both the Atlas 250 and the Delta 500, and I'm going to show you how I would do it straight out of this packet. So first of all, you grab your blaster, okay, and if this is closed, make sure that it's open, so slide it open like so. Okay, so what I like to do is just open up the packet first. Okay, and then I would like to angle, I like to angle it this way, so that I kind of create like a little curved tip, like a lip, and I pour it into the chamber area, so yeah, like that. And here we go, just load some into the Atlas 250, just like that. So it's almost to the brim. I think you can see on the camera, it's almost to the brim, and then I will just close this up. Okay, I'm going to do so for the Delta 500 too, same thing. So make sure that you clean it up, okay, and then we're going to pour it in. It's a lot easier to load your ammo into the Delta 500 simply because the opening is a lot wider. So there we go. Oops, I dropped one, that was my bad. That should be enough for now. I don't want to overload it. Okay, just before I close it up, I can show it to you guys. Here we go. You can see the gel ammo all on the inside like that. Okay. And that is how you or I will load my Vapor blaster with the ammo. So that's my method. You guys can find your own way, or whatever's the cleanest and the least messy way you can find or you think of. Alright. And what I have in my hand is one of the gel ammo, the Vapor gel ammos, and I'm just gonna take the Blaster Pro ammo as a benchmark. These things, these acid yellow ammo, are not as I would say tough or as sturdy as the Blaster Pro ammo, and they don't have such a tough membrane, but they do break the same way as all other ammo does, but it's a lot easier to squeeze. As you can see, I'm already squeezing it like that, so it will just smash up into small bits like that. like how jelly would break up. So you can see it's all like, it looks powdery and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some in this corner right here, okay, and we'll come back in a little while, like that. Okay, we'll come back in a little while to see if this thing actually evaporates. Now, just for comparison, this is my finger, and you can see that it actually breaks up into very, very fine, small pieces. Yep. And it washes right off. So here we go. So someone actually asked me, what's the deal with the dual faucet tap? Well, there's no reason, it's just a dual faucet tap. Don't ask me why. It never used to be like that, but now it is. So, dual faucet tap. So once again we have Mr. Zombie over here, and Mr. Zombie is still working. If it's wet, it will still turn blood red. So yeah, my knuckle was wet. What do you call this part? It's a knuckle, right? Yeah. But anyway, the newspaper is on the box again. I'm using a Vapor Delta 500 box, and it features a pretty lady this time. She's not bad. I know some of you are her fans. I have no idea what her name is, but anyway, in case I miss, I'll hit her face. So that's the whole idea. So yeah, I'm gonna be firing off from that spot over there, because I tested out the Vapor 500, the Delta 500, and it's pretty damn accurate at that distance, which is about 20 odd feet. It's damn accurate. I can just consistently hit around Mr. Zombie's head area if I aim it right. Right, so I'm gonna just set up the camera. So I have everything set up already, and I've taken a few test shots at Mr. Zombie over there, and you can see in the picture somewhere that Mr. Zombie is already red with blood. Yeah, so I'm going to be standing here at this point, and I'll be, I guess, whenever I take a shot, I'll be lining up this aperture with this aperture over here on the Delta 500, and I'll be just taking about maybe 10 or 15 shots at Mr. Zombie again, so you guys can see exactly how accurate this thing is at this particular distance. Alright, so deviation isn't going to be too much unless the ammo doesn't fly as far, or as, I guess, as doesn't take a satisfactory path of flight. Right, so here we go.
Now it's nearly 2 o'clock. It's very noisy inside.
Okay, sorry mom.
Then you should sleep already.
So you see, I got scolded by my mom. So this is all my, whenever I do my testing of my blasters at night, it's very noisy, and I will wake my family up. So that's my mom telling me to go to bed. It's 2 AM in the morning, but it's the only time I get to do this stuff and not be a bother to anybody around. So I don't know if I can do the smaller blaster for you guys, but I'll just try anyway. And you can see from most of the shots that everything hit the target or just slightly above. It depends on, I guess, the way you angle your blaster, but the way the ammo flies, it actually kind of lobs a little bit, and the whole floor is a mess right now. Let me just show you guys. Even the ammo flies all the way back here, all the way. So you can see the ammo here in bits and pieces. Let me just change my... Okay, that should be better. So you can see how much dirt there is everywhere. It's like everywhere. Just for those few shots that I took. How many did I take in the first place? 20? I don't really know. So yeah. Peace. I'm gonna try and shoot with the pistol one now. Just about maybe 10 shots or so, and now I can wrap it up for the night. Alright, so I'm pushing my luck a little bit here, and hope I don't get scolded by my mom again or get told off by my parents early in the morning, because it's late, like I told you guys, so it's kind of loud firing down in the kitchen, and the sound resonates into the hallway. But here we have this, and everything's set up once again, and I'm going to take a few shots at that guy over there. So pull it back, push it, for this one you should tip it backwards, then push it forward, and then we fire. last shot. It's not too bad. I hit above his head a couple of times, and having your arm bent like that doesn't do much for accuracy, but once you extend it and you have a clear line of sight, it's a lot more accurate. It's just to let you guys know. I hope you could see that in the camera angle. So yeah, I'm gonna just I guess I need to clean up the mess right now, and I'm very happy with the performance of these blasters. I know that they're not as powerful, or they don't shoot as far as some other blasters of the same type, you know, especially the gel ammo types. Let's go say hi to ourselves. Like, this is gonna be strange. Hi. This is weird. Hey, what's up, eh? Oh yeah, so like, see, I told you guys that my camera was red and black, so that's proof. Okay, so catch you guys back in my room. I gotta turn that off. Catch you guys back in my room for the, I guess, the final overview and the final verdict. Right, so catch you then. Okay, so we're back in my room, and I actually decided to stop filming after my mom woke up, or after I woke my mom up that day. And yeah, so this, I guess this is proof to show you guys that I really run the risk of actually waking my family up every time I give you guys a firing demo. But I'll just do it anyway, because it's the only time that I get to actually do firing demos without getting anyone's way, or you know, with people walking up and down with no I guess no background noise, because sometimes my mom and dad would watch TV, you know. So anyway, here comes the verdict, and I'm gonna start off with the Atlas 250 first. Now this is a pretty accurate blaster. It really, I guess, exceeded my expectations. It being a pistol, number one, it's small, it's easily holsterable, you can easily keep it. Good I guess amount of ammo that you can hold inside this blaster, light and very sturdy, and that's what I like a lot about it. So it's very easy to it's very easy to operate, and I really like it a lot. And this thing is actually retailing for $14.99 USD on Amazon. You guys go check it out. Okay, so this is the Atlas 250, and I think that it's really good. In fact, after actually handling both of them together, or one after another I would say, I am won over by the Atlas 250. And I do believe that Vapor actually released this blaster first, before the Delta 500. This was actually released, I believe, sometime in late 2011. Right, so I'm going to put this one aside. I'm moving on to the Vapor Delta 500. Now this is, well, it's bulky. I mean, it's bigger, not bulky, it's bigger than the Atlas 250. Removable stock, so that's pretty good for those of you who don't like stocks, and those of you that don't need to aim. In my firing demonstration, I was actually aiming it like this, so you guys can actually see what I was doing, because you can't see from well, halfway through. So just to let you guys know that I was actually aiming it this way. Alright, lining up the sights, my field of vision, with the stock resting straight dead up against my shoulder. Yep. But you can actually hold the blaster this way too, like a regular, I guess, like a shotgun kind of feel. And this thing, okay, shotgun priming or shotgun pumping is a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot easier to maintain your aim, like that. And it holds more ammo than the Atlas 250, that's for sure. And still same, very solid construction. I really like it. And kudos to Razer for actually making these blasters. These are really high quality stuff. Okay, if you are experienced in other brands apart from just Hasbro's Nerf and Busby, the Jack specific Max Force line, those were blasters that I thought that were really sturdy, and these Vapor blasters can actually rival that. In fact, I actually prefer the feel of this. They don't feel so, I guess, so, I don't know, it was a weird texture on the Max Force line, but this one has a really good, solid, sturdy blaster feel, and I really like it a lot. So the Delta 500, yes, it's pretty good. It's also accurate. The only thing is because it's a shotgun thing, so I can't really just stick my arm out to, you know, aim and fire, as compared to handling the Atlas 250. So to me, this is a little bit more accurate, simply because you can actually just straighten out your arm and just, well, aim at it point blank. Now the reason why I didn't go so much into detail with the firing demo, like for example no range tests or no, you know, staggered from different distances, firing ammo from different distances, as I did with the Blaster Pro E2500, is because you can actually go check out a more I guess in-depth video by Phone From Above. I mean the Phone From Above guys with the blog. You can check out the blog, link in the description below, and you can click this video to watch the demonstration of the Delta 500. They even have it in a war application, and I thought that was really good. So nothing beats an actual performance test run, and I guess it really shone out in the war. It's, well, tried and proven and tested. So these blasters, way to go Razer. The Vapor line is actually pretty good. Now I do not know if they have any plans to ship it over here in Singapore, but if you guys want, you can just go on Amazon. Okay, so the Delta 500 is actually retailing for $29.99. I mean $24.99. I'm sorry, $24.99. So this is $14.99 and this is $24.99. It's all in US dollars. And if you're interested in getting the Double Vision Battle Pack, which is the pair of Atlas blasters with the safety blasters, there's $34.99. And if you want to get the ammo refill, I'm not sure how much the 500 one costs, but the one in 1000, the 1000 pack, the one that I got, it retails for $9.95 USD. Alright, so hope my memory doesn't fail me. Yeah. I thought that the way they included all the ammo, every single round is already pre-grown, ready to go, and I thought that was a really good thing to do, especially when you buy the 1000 round pack. All of it is just ready to go. Just open up the Ziploc bag and just unload and load up your blaster and then go. So I think that's really good, instead of having to always grow your own ammo and wait for like 90 minutes to 150 minutes, wait a couple of hours, and on top of that all, they give it to you in a resealable Ziploc bag which is airtight, and I guess you could just put some water inside it and then you can bring it around. So good job Vapor, I mean good job Razer for the Vapor line. That's all I have to say, man. I totally forgot to film and show you guys what happened to the crushed ammo that I put next to the sink. Now it evaporated, like it disappeared, so that's a good thing. But in the process, the yellow color actually faded, so it just became like a transparent jelly-like substance, like powdery jelly, I don't know, and then after that it disappeared. But it took a while, at least a few hours. So that's the update. I know I can't really show you, but I guess you have to take my word for it, right? Yeah, so accurate blasters, good job once again Razer. Go check out the Vapor blasters, and if you guys want, just check the links in the description below and everything like that. Go check out Phone From Above blog, Phone From Above's blog. Go check out the Phone From Above video for more information on these blasters. Alright, last but not least, I feel that it's been a while since I showed you guys a modification video, so here I am sharing with you guys this modified blaster that I made. This is a modified G.I. Joe Battle Kata blaster, and well, I tried my very best to maintain the original looks. Now before I carry on, I want to give credits to SoulScud007 or Nicholas for actually doing this mod first. Now it wasn't the exact same mod. What he did was he put a jolt in here, and then he attached the foldable stock, the folding stock from the Spectre to make it look like a Chris. I don't really know the name of the gun because I'm not a replica gun fan, but I thought that he did a pretty good job. The Chris, I think it was called a Vector, right? Chris Vector. I thought it was really sick. So it was because of his modification. He actually colored it black, but it was because of his modification that I decided to go out to Toys R Us to get myself one of these. Alright, so I have a bunch of blasters. I have a bunch of darts here, and what I did was actually, as you can see, it's double barreled. These are 13mm PVC pipes, and I have a short length of PTG each, and all of these are actually airtight to be slot inside, so I actually can load my darts from the back. And what is inside here? Surprise, surprise! Bam! Inside here is the air tanks from these two over here, from the Nerf Switch Shots Ultra, that the second place winner will be winning. And you already know who you are for my previous video for the giveaway. So as you can see, there's an air tank inside there, and the same one on the inside, on the bottom over here. There was quite a lot of shell work to be done, and the most difficult part about this mod was actually getting this blaster open in the first place. There was actually a greenish, okay, I've got it hidden somewhere, oh, it's over here. There's actually this greenish, I guess, kind of like a chamber, and it was all completely like glued in. All these slots were actually glued into the sides of the blaster, which made it like difficult as hell to open up. But anyway, I've stuck this back on with one of the darts, the stock darts, yes, and you can't fire it anymore, but that's just for cosmetic purposes to fill up the gaps. And I've hooked everything up with this trigger over here. I extended the trigger pull so it goes all the way back, and you no longer are able to remove this grip area. And these buttons are actually just super glued on. And inside here, alright, the only air pump that I could find that would fit inside is unfortunately Secret Strike AS1 or SSPB, and that pump doesn't really deliver too much air. So in order to pump these two up, I plugged the pump, so in order to pump these two up to a decent amount of air, I have to at least pump it about 40 times. Alright, so what's stopping it from coming out is I put a bit of cut up, what do you call that? PEX tubing, yeah, PEX tubing to stop the blaster or the pump head from actually dropping all the way down. I hot glued the pump inside so I could actually maintain the whole entire stock look of it. So I'm just going to pump it up and show you guys the air release first before I actually fire off some test shots for you guys to see. So I'm just going to pump it up 20 times. Hopefully that's enough to let you guys know and see how this thing works. On the first half of the pole will be the top air tank, and the second half of the pole will be the bottom air tank. Same way that the Split Shots Ultra works. I'm just blabbering on because there's a lot of information that wants to come out. Okay, so okay, 20, so half first air tank, full second air tank. So there's no like hairpin release or any lever trigger action, so you know, the air release really depends on how well you pull the trigger. Like as you heard for the first one, it was a little like a slow release, and that would just translate to lost air or lost air pressure within your air tank. Now these tanks are really small, but they pack a punch if you are, you know, close range. And please take note, this mod is just purely for fun. So first air tank, oops, I actually squeezed it too hard, so both air tanks went out instead. I'm sorry. Now the higher the pressure of the air tanks, it's easier to actually control which tank to fire first. I mean, to control firing one at a time. See, I've told you too much information that wants to come out. So it's easier to actually control one tank at a time on a higher pressure of each air tanks. Alright, so first one, second one. Alright, so I'm going to quit the blabbering now. I'm just going to load the top barrel. It's a loose fit, by the way, because of my PETG. So the top barrel with a tag dart, and this dart actually came with a Spitfire. We'll load it the second. Oh, it's more snug on the lower barrel. Again, I'm going to fire it off at the usual area. Now I'm going to take 40 pumps, so pardon me. That should be about it. First dart, second dart. So you can see the velocity and speed of the blaster of the darts actually is pretty good. Now I'm just going to load it up with one FDL and one streamline. I'm going to load it from the back instead. So the lower one will be the FDL dart, like so, goes all the way in like that, and the top one will be the streamline. It's too loose, so I'm not going to use the streamline instead. I'm sorry, we'll use another FDL dart. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, performing pretty well actually. And finally, I'll be firing off two pink foam Stephans. Hey, why is Stefan so loose in PTG? That's weird. Okay, this Stefan cannot be used. I'll grab another one. Okay, I'll be using this white one instead. That is of a better fit in PTG. That's weird. That one particular Stefan was too loose. So here we go. Oh wow, you can see the vacuum. Okay, what if I just pull the trigger and... Yep, that's better. Okay. It's 40 pumps. Here we go. Yep, so this is my modified G.I. Joe Battle Kata blaster featuring the Nerf Switch Shots Ultra Air Tank and an SSPB pump. Pumps up to 40 times. I actually used a T-joint on the inside to actually split. And the coolest thing that I want to mention about the Nerf Switch Shots Ultra, the front air tanks, not the water tank, is that each of the air tanks have a check valve each. So it doesn't matter if the check valve on your pump blows, they have a check valve each. So that's pretty sick. Those of you who know or have actually worked with air tank or tubing applications or pump to tank applications or work with air tank blasters know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I'm rambling again, I'm sorry. So anyway, this was it that I wanted to show you guys. I've been meaning to show you this for a little while. It's just that I was always so caught up, you know, with the S2500, the Vapor blasters. All these things are really, very interesting to me. Regarding the giveaway in episode 10, question 3 already has an answer and already has a winner. You know who you are, but I will not announce it officially until episode 12. And that reason is because we still haven't have an answer or winner for questions number 1 and 2. Now, if you guys are not able to give me an answer by episode 12, we will stop it there first, and I'll think of another way or another contest so that you guys can actually win the same prizes for question number 1 and question number 2 respectively. Alright, just give you guys some tips, some hints maybe for the answer, especially the question number 2, because a lot of you are just taking pot shots and saying stuff like especially get people reading off my want to buy thread about all the different SSPBs. Look, I have the SSPBs. Look, let me just show you guys. Okay, so you can see I already have the Tiger Stripe SSPB. Let me just put it somewhere that I won't nick it and scratch it. I have this one, silver and lime green. Another of the same one, but without the ring. I have these clear yellow SSPBs. And I also have this one that I've wrapped up nicely. It's blue faded into clear yellow, and it has a clear barrel and a pump. Okay, so this one to me is pretty rare. It's pretty sick. So all the SSPBs that I've wanted, I already have. And what I'm talking about in that video are blasters that I do not have. They are variants of blasters that I have. That's a big hint to you guys. The variants of blasters that I already have, but they are variants that I do not own. Alright, so it's not about the red long shot, it's not about the SuperTech 9000, it's not about well, just to let you guys know, it's nothing to do with the Supermax or the AirTech series. Okay, so yeah, you guys go rack your brains a little bit. And for question number 1, alright, so I've got some really intelligent answers so far, like from people like Gavin Fuzzy. You guys have found out quite a lot about the blaster that I have, and you're getting close. I want the name of the blaster. I don't need the patent number. I have it on the blaster. I know what company it's manufactured in. I know which year it was released, because everything is stated in small engraving on the blaster. But I want to know the name of it. Now, the best answer I actually got so far was the Super Johnny's One Man Army. Was it Johnny 7? Super Johnny, no, not Super Johnny, Johnny 7. Yeah, the One Man Army. When I checked that out on eBay, I have no idea what that is. So you guys in America, you have to tell me what that is actually. It's going for like on average 800 USD. I'm like, what the hell? It's like a, I don't know, it's just a toy blaster. It's sick. It's really interesting. It makes me feel like I should just own one, just for the kicks of owning one, just to, you know, for bragging rights. Like, oh, look at that, I have this One Man Army thing. I don't know. Thank you so much for sitting through episode 11, and I promise you that episode 12 will be something, another different concept that I have. Not really a concept, but just something that I wanted to share with you guys after having a talk with SG Nerf. Okay, so once again, thanks for sitting through. I know it's a pretty long episode. I just try and deliver the best that I can every week. Stay tuned for next episode. That will be episode 12. Thanks for watching episode 11, guys. Peace.